research is about the use of climate science in national adaptation planning. So that may be people in the environmental department, it may be urban planners, disaster risk reduction practitioners, and how they're using this climate science in their plans. Through the fellowship, I was able to join a workshop in Harare, which is in Zimbabwe. It's a large project that focuses on climate and health, and it was really interesting to share my work there because the researchers within CSAG and ACDI are real experts in what they do. They work with decision makers within Southern Africa, and so sharing my research also allowed them to give me feedback and different points of interest to expand on in the future. Being in the University of Cape Town, I was able to collaborate with different groups, not just my host group. So I've made connections with the African City for Climate and also African Climate and Development Initiative, which were groups that I wouldn't have necessarily collaborated with before that, and they really focus on risk and governance in Southern Africa. Through the collaboration, there'll be the classic research papers, but we're also hoping to create some guidance. Another thing that we are hoping to do because of the programme is to write a proposal with one of the researchers based at UCT. We realised from just discussing and me being in the room that we have a lot of shared research interests, and so we're hoping to write a proposal looking at climate and food in South Africa. It's given me the chance to really step into being an independent researcher, building my own collaborations and my own networks and feeling comfortable and confident to do that.